Hey there, everybody. Wait. I know you want to skip ahead to the video, but trust me, this is important. So, here recently, things have been kicking off on the Patreon. I mean, really, they have been just skyrocketing. So, we just want to let you all know, for that, when we hit 1,000...
That was messy. Well, so, as things were being said before, somebody didn't wait his turn, we have a Patreon. Yes, that's right, we have a Patreon. And it's been doing quite well. But you know what? It could always be doing better. Boy, that sounded conceited. But you know what? It's fine. So, there's goals on there for $1,000 a month and $2,000 a month. Also, early access to our videos, extra bonuses on our Discord. The benefits just keep coming, so go check it out. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to go practice medicine.
So, yeah. NASCAR's a thing. Aren't we aware of that?
Oh, why would you remind me?
Okay. Here's the thing.
I am unfortunately acutely aware of when the next race starts because there's a countdown board right on my drive to work.
Yep. There's a countdown board right there. And same for me. Same for me whenever I'm driving about.
Whenever you're down that way, yeah.
Whenever I'm down in that area.
It's right there.
Yeah. And you drive out in the middle of nowhere, and out in the middle of nowhere in this valley, there's a gigantic bowl of concrete. And inside of this bowl of concrete is, as so many people have put it, the world's fastest half mile.
Supposedly, it's the last great Coliseum.
The last great Coliseum that's still in use, which Estadio Azteca, I think, would have something to say about that. But NASCAR, Bristol Motor Speedway can actually fit more people, so
that's true.
It's just the because you do know how many people were there for the Virginia Tech Tennessee game.
I
right?
was one of them.
Oh, that's right. You were there.
I was. That was a fine football game. That was Elena's first and only football game experience to date.
And was she happy?
Yes.
It's an experience.
She was happy right up until we got in her car. We were getting ready to leave.
And the traffic.
No.
No?
It threw a massive coolant leak. The radiator, there was a massive leak in the radiator.
Oh, no. Let's see how many people were at that game.
I mean, it does currently hold the record for most attendance at a football game.
Let's see. Battle of Bristol.
If you haven't figured out by now where we're based.
No, that's not necessarily true. I might cut this part out. You never know.
Yeah, it's true.
Officially biggest crowd in American football history, 156,990 fans.
Yeah.
How many does Estadio Azteca hold?
Azteca capacity?
87,000.
Oh, yeah.
That doubles it.
Yep.
But, okay, another thing to take into effect. So not the most people who've ever, not the biggest event ever. One of the biggest events ever was in Russia for the Monsters of Rock tour.
Mm-hmm.
When the communists finally lost grip and let American musicians play there.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know how many people were at that concert?
Oh, this is going to be good.
1.6 million people.
Sounds about right.
As far as you could see, is just a sea of bodies. And
I wonder how many Yugos broke down on the way to that concert.
I don't know. Wonder how many bottles of vodka were consumed.
Ooh.
Probably enough to fill up
I feel like those
all
numbers
those Yugos.
I feel like those numbers might be about equal.
Yeah. I'd say so. So anyway,
the Yugo's not a good car.
no, it's not.
A man once walked into an auto parts store and said, "Can I get a gas cap for my Yugo?" Guy behind the counter scratches his chin and says, "Yeah, that sounds like a fair trade."
Exactly. So, anyway, what we were talking about NASCAR, there is a movie that is coming out called Logan Lucky, starring Channing Tatum and Daniel Craig, of all people.
Yeah, apparently Daniel Craig's doing a southern accent.
This will be interesting.
That's the only thing I know about this movie because somebody said it on stream.
This will be very interesting. So, this involves
Also,
a NASCAR race.
I feel like we are speaking improperly for this reaction.
What do you mean by that, man? I mean, come on now. This is the
Yeah, I think maybe you understand what we're supposed to be doing now.
Yeah. I'm thinking that you might be correct. In that
I have no
regard,
idea
sir.
what accents we're doing.
No,
wait a minute. Hold on.
You won't hear the Appalachian accent. I heard it right here, man. You see now, over there, that what you call a button up, right? That thing on the floor right there, that's no button up. You see that right there? That's a curly Q on the tip of that pig's tail. Man, I'll tell you what, man. Pigtails, they got a good restaurant, brother. You know what I mean?
Your Honor, I would submit that this witness is capable of seeing. See, that's just.
I was gonna say,
and
what about A-ing and a B-ing? Because I'm being here in this courtroom and you ain't seeing what I'm saying. Do y'all understand?
That was awful.
Do y'all understand? Because that's one thing as well.
That
do
was
y'all
just
do y'all
yeah.
Do y'all understand?
Yeah. Y'all is singular. All y'all is plural.
Exactly. Do y'all see all that? Now, all y'all need to understand something.
We do not sound like we're from here.
No, we're not. We enunciate very well. I get that from my grandfather and my dad. Both of them enunciate
Micah
very
most
well.
assuredly does not sound like he's from anywhere near here.
No, he sounds like a yardie boy from like one of those Harvard yardie boys, like Harvard Yard. Well, one of the prim and proper with the deep voice, like I was saying the other day about the proletarian and the such and such. The proletarian and the such and such.
Yes,
and
Micah.
Capitalism and libertarianism.
Micah expounding discourse on the proletariat, yes.
Yes.
Now that we've made fun of our regional accent enough and how we apparently don't have it, people think I'm from up north.
People think that too. I was going to say, my thing is whenever I start talking really fast, that's when it starts coming out of me. Like whenever I'm going, man, I'm just like, hey, listen here, man. Let me tell you something.
Yeah,
this dog right here.
I have noticed
he's a cool
that.
dog. He's a cool dog. But that's how it is with me. But whenever I'm
it's
able
when
to
you
enunciate,
when you get sort of excited or riled up a little bit.
yeah,
then
especially when I get angry. Oh
yes,
boy, when I get angry,
yes.
boy, it ain't good.
and thus we have the Who Boys.
The Who Boys, yes.
Yeah, that's a daggone Who Boy right there.
Exactly. It's a dang old Who Boy.
Yep.
Down
All
in
right.
dang old heck. Thank you,
Heck.
Cole. All right, so Logan Lucky, we got the
All
trailer
right,
queued
yes,
up here. Let's give it a look.
We've dicked around enough. Let's watch the trailer.
Wow.
All right. All right.
Jimmy, I'm just gonna say it.
Hey.
I gotta let you go.
Nice throw.
shot.
You were just
Oh, Adam
fired.
Driver too.
I was let go for liability reasons involving insurance.
The one-armed bartender.
You need to show a little respect. Charlotte Motor Speedway.
Wow.
Coca-Cola
I
600.
know how they move the money.
That's an old transportation system right there.
Yes, it
Blowing
is.
up real bank vaults is Joe Bang.
I am incarcerated.
Yeah, we got a plan to get you out.
I'm gonna say
That's weird.
he looks scary.
Yes, he does.
That Aryan blonde. Oh God, I've seen people do that.
Okay? All the Twitters, I know 'em.
Welcome to the Coca-Cola 600.
How many yards away is the vault?
20 yards. I don't know, maybe 30.
Is it 20 or is it 30? We are dealing with science here.
He's bugging the hell out. He's like, I know.
That brief moment of,
Yep.
wait, what?
My
Yeah.
life of crime is over.
You say that as you crash your car into it.
is massively stupid.
It's been handled.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
Huh.
Looks like it hurt.
Sebastian Stan, really? And Hillary
Everything unto
Swank.
me, Logan.
I'm about to get naked. So no bacon. I said no bacon.
Oh, man.
Mustn't be as simple-minded as people say.
People say that.
Would you give me my arm, please?
Is it this one?
Jesus. All right. That is so Soderbergh. It's crazy.
It really is.
Oh, my gosh. And so the funny thing about...
And the fact that it's done by, like, I got the Ocean's 11 feel. Like,
yeah,
I
I did too.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, I got it.
Yeah, this
I
is
got
like
it.
this
I'm
is like
there.
a good it's like a good old boy Ocean's 11 in some ways, except instead it's Ocean's 3.
Yeah.
It's Ocean's 3 with Channing Tatum. It's
Adam
the good old boy Adam Driver with one arm. You know, just like he can't give you the double kickstands, but he sure as hell can give you a nub up the ass.
Oh, my God.
What? No, here's the thing. I know a kid who lost his arm in an accident when he was a kid. When he was a kid, and the funny thing about it is, he was just like, it may not look it, but I got a mean left.
Ooh.
And here's the thing. It was his elbow he used.
Oh, yeah.
It was like right here. He'd curl his elbow up and it'd like make like a gigantic like meat fit, like a gigantic meat fist.
Yep.
Just like whoa.
Yeah.
Like in
Yeah,
there,
just
dude,
give him
he
the
was
Micah,
dangerous.
yeah.
He was dangerous with that
Well,
thing.
Mike is more about the cutting.
Oh yeah,
And,
he's got.
yeah.
Well, this guy, it was blunt force because he was a bigger guy too. He put on weight when he was older, but honestly, he never let that get him down. He always like people like he cracked jokes about before people had the chance to mock him for it. He'd be like, yes, I do have a big dick. Stuff like that.
I was not prepared for that.
But he'd say stuff like that. He's like people. He'd catch people staring, and then they look at him, and he'd be like, "Before you ask, yes, I do have a baby." That's what he did, and it'd be hilarious how he'd do that. He never let it get him down. Actually, he moved to I think it was Oregon. He moved to Oregon with some of his family, but. From what I understand, he's a manager at a car wash, and he's actually doing pretty good for himself. He's good with money. He's really good with money. And he was actually we worked together at Food City. And he was the cart guy. He wanted to bag groceries, but he was fully capable of doing it by himself. But it took him a little more time, but they made him the buggy guy. The buggy guy, and also sweep the floors up front and everything. And he was good at that.
Yeah.
He was good at that. But he had a mind. He had a good mind for management and everything. And he's a manager at a car wash in Oregon, and he's doing pretty good for himself. So I'm happy for him.
Yeah.
Sorry, that was the hand that he was missing. Actually,
I dare say his management style is quite hands-on.
Yeah.
Please don't hit me, scary man.
No. He's honestly, dude, he's cool with it.
Okay.
He's like, as long as you're funny about it and you ain't a fucking dick.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. Like, if I was going to make jokes about it, I'd at least try to make them witty.
Yeah.
And I would be very clear. It's like, I mean nothing by this.
Yeah, exactly.
I make jokes when I'm nervous.
Exactly, and it's the
which
same
shows
thing.
you just how nervous I am all the time.
Which honestly, I was an outcast, and we chatted every now and again. He was a year younger than me. And he we hung out together during lunch sometimes. Like whenever our lunch schedules were on sync.
Mm-hmm.
But overall, man, he was a cool guy, really cool guy. Can't really name names on here because I don't want y'all to go looking for him. It's like Oregon, that's where I live.
Oh, I mean,
Where
to
at?
be fair, they've now got a pretty good fix on where we are. So.
Well, depends if I cut that part out or not. You'll see. You'll see.
Fair.
So, anyway, let me get this off screen. So,
I didn't know what to expect going into that.
I didn't either, but I'm excited.
When the subject matter started coming to light, I'm like, oh, this could be bad. No. I've seen,
but Daniel freaking Craig.
I'm still a little freaked out by that.
I swear to God, man, he looks like that one dude from Kiss of the Dragon. Remember that big dude?
Yep.
The big dude with the blonde hair and the blue eyes?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, except he's covered in tattoos and, like, knows how to blow shit up.
And surprisingly, like, fairly soft-spoken as well.
Yeah, he seems to have be level-headed, but
yeah.
I think he's just the unlucky guy who keeps getting caught. It's like that one guy, here's the thing. There was this criminal, world-class criminal. You know the number one thing when he was finally caught after like 30 some odd years of pulling all these crimes and everything, they asked him what was the number one thing that kept you from getting caught? What was the number one thing that kept you out of jail? And he said, "You know what? Having a good fall guy and knowing where to be and where not to be." And honestly, it's the truth, because if you're the one standing there with a smoking gun, cops are going to get you every time. But say you pull it off in a way to where it's not you standing there, but someone else. Case in point, like from the movie Now You See Me.
Yes.
Morgan Freeman standing there with a smoking gun, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
If you haven't seen it, then sorry about that.
I'm trying to find a particular thing, because there was a funny thing I heard on Car Talk. It was about a particular
set of thievery?
Criminal, actually.
Oh, okay.
Hold on. Let's see. But, let's see. Where is it? I don't know if I'm ever going to find it.
It's all right, dude. It happens.
Yeah.
Happens
anyway,
to the best of us.
If I find it, I'll have to read it. But yeah, no, that movie kind of feels like Ocean's 11.
It
like
does. I'm liking that.
It's got the right. It's got the right humor to it.
Yeah,
I like it.
I do too, and I can't wait to see what comes from this. I really can't. So, everybody out there, thank you all for watching this. Thank you all for tuning in to us and hearing us jibber jabber and all that.
Yep. Hearing us just jaw on.
Yeah, hearing us jabber on like a monkey in a tree.
Yep.
And all that fun stuff. Just sitting up there.
No, wow, that. Yep.
Yep.
There we go. That's the.
Yep.
That's the one.
You gotta have that little enunciation at the beginning. Like, yep.
Yep.
Yep, indeed.
It's bad that we have to think to go into that accent.
Well, sometimes. I mean, sometimes you just slip into it. I mean, it's just like me. I slip into it every now and again. Like whenever I want to, like I do that in public, dude. Like whenever I'm like out, like and about, like going to eat somewhere with family, I'm just like, how you doing, brother? How you doing? That's me.
I sort of have a tendency to imitate the accent of whomever I'm talking to.
I do that too.
Yeah, I don't know.
I was gonna say,
I think it's sort of a natural trait, because you
of course,
you do it to sort of endear yourself to them, like you're.
Yeah, it's kind of like a defense mechanism to some degree.
Yeah.
But anyway, y'all, thank you for tuning into this. This was Logan Lucky trailer. If you want to see the trailer, it's right down here in the description. Also, don't forget to check out our various other endeavors, including our Patreon and our Discord. Thank you all so much. We will see you later, everyone. Peace out.